I did a trade with a fellow content creator. Easy Gamers, shout out to you, you're awesome. We decided to do a little trade where we're going to kick off this week with some Woot pickups, as well as a pickup I got from Amazon. So, yeah, Woot. I don't know much more I have to say about Woot. They are a great retailer who sells new games for very, very cheap prices. You can get some pretty darn good deals if you purchase your games from Woot. So I would definitely, if you are an avid game collector like myself, you should definitely have an account. And if you have Prime membership, you get 2-day shipping normally. This batch took longer than expected. It was also funny because I literally called Woot customer support this morning because my order had been stuck in preparing for shipment for like 3 days. And then I opened the door and there it is. It's just delivered. So it is what it is. But I got my stuff, that's the important thing. So we'll start off with a couple Xbox games, including the cheapest one of all, which was a brand new copy of Tropico 6 on the Xbox One. I played, I think, a little bit of Tropico 5. I have it on Xbox One, but I didn't have this one. It's on sale for $10, brand new sealed. I'm like, you know what? Sure. It's an Xbox One game I don't have, and it's a city builder. I enjoy city builders, so I figured I'd pick it up. Now, I already have both Cobra Kai games on the Xbox, so I figured I'd complete the set by picking up a adjacent game to that. And that is the Karate Kid Street Rumble on the Xbox Series X. Now this is like a 2D style brawler, which is a cool idea, especially because it's based on the Karate Kid. I figured I'd give it a shot, it looks fun, and it was like $15 on Woot, so can't go wrong there. Solid pickup. This game looked interesting, of course. The disc is loose, so I'm gonna have to open it, but I was playing on it anyway. It looks interesting. Not a game I've heard of before, but it's like a co-op roguelike action game. So I'm like, sure, why not? We have Raven's Watch, the Legendary Edition on the PS5. This was like $20, $25, something like that. But it looks really cool. I'm excited to pick it up. Yeah, nice little addition to the PS5 collection. And then this is the main reason why I picked this up. First of all, shout out to Easy Gamer who picked this up and strongly suggested I did the same. So I decided to do that. It will be unboxed on the channel, but this thing is crazy big. And I did not expect it to be as big and as nice as it is. That's what she said. But yeah, I mean, this looks cool. I have the first game on Xbox, but now I have the second game on PS5 and have a fancy schmancy collector's edition of it. We have Blasphemous 2 on the PS5. So as you can see, it comes in this big old box. It's very heavy. There's a lot of stuff in here. So we will be unboxing that later on the channel. And by the time you see this, I'm sure it's been done months ago. But yeah, that was kind of the main thing I wanted to pick up from Woot, and then I went through the updated list, and I'm like, yeah, I'll pick this up. So, nice little solid haul of Woot games. But now, we have yet another random backstock from Amazon. So, every now and again, Amazon will just have a listing for a random old game on an old console that they just happen to have in stock brand new sealed. And I've picked up a few of those. I picked up Ghost Recon Island Thunder on Xbox. I picked up the Mega Man X collection on the PS2. Well, now it's the PS3's turn. Actually, technically, I think Lollipop Chainsaw was also one of those. Although I paid a little bit more than like a few bucks. But this was one on the PS3 that came up, and I've actually been looking for a complete copy of this game because I do have this game on the PS3, oddly enough, but it's a loose copy. So now I can use that as my play copy, and I will keep this one sealed. And this is a very nice brand new sealed copy. We have Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on the PS3. As you can see, brand new, sealed, Bought this directly from Amazon in 2025. Crazy. So yeah, and it was only like 15 bucks, which is not bad for a brand new sealed PS3 game. So pretty happy with that. We got a lot more pickups coming up. I know tomorrow at least one package is coming. Hopefully more, because there's one package that's been delayed. I don't know when it's coming. And then I think there might be one more after that. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. But yeah, we got some more goodies coming in, and we'll check them out when they come in. It's a new day. Yes, it is. If you know, you know. And I have gotten another item. I'm still waiting on a couple games that have taken way too long to come in. It's funny because they were in the Orlando area, I think 3 days ago, and they've just been in limbo the whole time. Now there has been a little bit of movement, so I'm hoping they'll come in tomorrow, but I don't know. It's interesting to see when these games are coming in, because I've been waiting a while for them and they're just kind of stuck in limbo. But we do have another game, or game-related item, not a game actually. And yeah, I gave in to the addiction yet again. It's debatable whether I should have this time or not. I got another controller. If you've watched my videos, of course I did a whole video on my controller collection. I'm a sucker for limited edition controllers. I have way too many of them. I've got 6 or 7 on Xbox, and I have 4 on PS5. Now I have 5, because now I have the Last of Us limited edition DualSense controller on the PS5. Pretty cool design. I am a big fan of The Last of Us. I thought the first game was an absolute masterpiece. I haven't played 2 yet, mostly because I'm stuck at the end of the first one. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm stuck at the end of it. Probably what I'm going to do at this point, because I have The Last of Us Part 1 on PS5, I'm probably just going to replay it and hopefully beat it this time, and then I'll go into Part 2. But yeah, anyway, I really like The Last of Us. Great game. And this is a pretty sick looking controller. It's got little icons from a bunch of the trophies that you can get in the game on there, from both Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2. So it's a pretty nice controller. I think it's a nice addition to my PS5 controller collection. Of course, I've done an unboxing by the time you're seeing this of this, so if you want to check that out, please do so, or actually open it up and take a look at it in person. But yeah, another nice addition to the collection. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have those 2 additional games, and actually have a third one that was supposed to come on Monday but is coming tomorrow now. So yay for that. All right, it is time for our final recap, and we got a couple little additions to add to what we've already picked up, and I think they're pretty quality adds. So let's start off with something I already did a video on. You can check that out if you want to see it. But in a nutshell, I did a trade with a fellow content creator. Easy Gamers, shout out to you, you're awesome. We decided to do a little trade where I traded him the second copy of Folklore, which I actually specifically bought to trade him from GameStop. And then I also traded my copy of The Third Birthday on PSP, which I know it was a little bit of a journey to get that, but I think it'll be in better hands with him. Plus, what I got I think is definitely worth it, and that is Parasite Eve on the PlayStation. So it's funny how I ended up trading a game in this series for the original game. And what's cool about it is this is a very, very nice copy. It doesn't have the manual. That's the only thing it's missing. But the case is in really good shape. It's got both discs. It even has the bonus disc as well. So it's in really good shape. And now I can play the original Parasite Eve, which is pretty dope. And this is now the best game I have on my PlayStation collection. So pretty happy with that. So this one, because there was no money involved, kind of just to walk you through the process of what I did. I traded Folklore which had a $43 value. Now, I didn't pay $43. I only paid like $30 in credit for that. And then the third birthday, which had a $60 value. However, I only paid $30 for it because I got the case and manual for free. So I paid about $60-ish total for this. And this is worth about $90. Now, this is also not including the extras he sent me. He sent me a couple steel books. You can actually kind of see the Life is Strange steelbook in the background. But he gave me some extras, including that, a really cool Pokemon sticker set, and some other fun odds and ends. So I really appreciate that. And of course, I will absolutely try to do another trade with Easy in the future. So stay tuned for that. I'm sure you'll see more trades between us. But yeah, really exciting add to the collection. Very happy to have Parasite Eve, which is a dope game. All right. The other new game, which I did not have originally, is one I picked up on Amazon. It was supposed to come in on Monday, but I think it was delayed for some reason on the Amazon app, but it released this week, so I got it this week. That is SteamWorld Heist 2 on the PS5. Now, the original SteamWorld Heist was, I think, a strictly limited game, or it did not get an ESRB release, and is a very limited edition physical, so this is the first time you can, like, traditionally buy a SteamWorld Heist game. So I did. It was $30. I've heard good things. It's like a turn-based action game, so I figured I'd pick it up. Looks fun. Paid $30. It's worth $30. And then let's get to the rest of the stuff in the collection, which you've already seen, and we got some pretty solid big hitters. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance on the PS3, a brand new sealed copy. I have a loose disc copy, which is one I'm actually going to keep. I'll probably use that to play, and then I'll keep this one sealed. So, always cool to get a brand new sealed older gen game on Amazon in that year. But hey, there you go. I paid, I think it was $15 for this, and it's worth $16. So it's not worth a lot, but it's still cool to have a brand new sealed copy. Then we have our VGP pickups. These are pretty dope. We'll start off with Raven's Watch on the PS5. I'm gonna have to open this because the disc is loose. But looks like a cool, like, co-op roguelike game. Looks interesting, excited to check it out. I paid $25, it's worth $40. Brand new sealed, or they won't be sealed for long. Then we have the Karate Kid Street Rumble on the Xbox. This is like a 2D beat 'em up. It's online co-op, looks fun. I have the two Cobra Kai games brand new sealed, so I figured I might as well get this one too because it's the same franchise. So I paid $15, and this one's worth $31, brand new sealed. Then we have Tropico 6 on the Xbox. City Builder, where you build your own, like, Cuba-style island. I've heard good things about Tropico games. This one was dirt cheap. It was $10. Figured I'd pick it up. And it is worth $20, brand new sealed. And then last and certainly not least, we have Blasphemous 2. This is the Steelbook for the Collector's Edition on the PS5. Did an unboxing for the Blasphemous Collector's Edition, so check that out on the channel. But it's a pretty dope looking special edition. Excited to have it in the collection. I paid $44 for this. And brand new, it is worth $85. So clearly a pretty good score there for the Blasphemous Collector's Edition. And then, of course, the final item is a pretty dope one. It's definitely, of all of these, well, maybe not the hardest. Maybe Parasite Eve might be a little harder. But the limited edition Last of Us DualSense controller on the PS5. Yes, I got another DualSense. I didn't need it, but it looks cool. I wanted to add it to the collection. So I did. I paid $85 out of pocket for that one, and it is worth, $80 out of pocket. And it's worth $80 because it just came out, although it's probably worth more than that because it's really hard to come by. So, but yeah, that is it. Kind of a sort of smaller week, but still pretty eventful. I do have two games that are kind of stuck in perpetual limbo, which I'm trying to get to the bottom of. They arrived near my city 4 days ago, and they haven't been heard from since. So I don't know what the deal is with those or when they're coming. All I know is that it's still supposedly going to be coming. I'm going to give it a little bit longer and see what happens. The other game that is still missing is I pre-ordered a copy of the first Berserker Kazan on Xbox at GameStop. And it's been, I think, 2 weeks since it came out. Still hasn't come in. Apparently I'm not alone. There was another person who also pre-ordered it and also didn't get their game. So GameStop is looking into that to see what's going on. So hopefully we will get to the bottom of that soon and I'll get that game. But I might have to cancel it and just order on Amazon. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. We've got some more pickups coming next week, including a big order of discounted games from BGP. Hopefully those other 2 BGP games will show up, knock on wood. And then a couple more pickups from Gamefly. Maybe some other odds and ends. So check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye. Nabbit. Come on. There we go. Bend over, I guess. I don't know how you do that every video easy. Too much for me.